Hi, I'm Sarah Marks. I'm the author of the 21st Century Austen series, the Yom Tov novelette Jewish Holiday series, and Krolak, short story collection, horror short story collection. Today I'm going to tell you about the project I'm writing on Patreon, Write Soon. I have the stickers already. No cover design, logo and stickers. Write Soon is a project that I came up with while I had 15 other projects in the works. And I realized I needed a better way of doing this one if I was going to add it into the mix. And I discovered the Patreon system, which I thought might be a really good way. And for those of you who don't know what Patreon is, it's a system that allows you to become my patron. But instead of you giving me thousands of dollars a year, you give me so much a month. $1, 20, 50, only based on what you can afford or what you want based on the project. So this year, I'm doing Write Soon. It's an epistolatory novel. That means it's written in letters between Amber and Kyle, who are going to fall in love by the end of the novel, which will take place over the course of a year as they write back and forth. For this video, and there'll be a bunch of them leading up to something on Wednesday, I want to talk about why I'm doing this. Why Patreon? There are three big reasons. The first is that I was struggling to connect with readers. I was trying a blog, Facebook page, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Tumblr, my own webpage, a mailing list, and I found that I was just doing way too much. I needed something that kind of brought them all together in one space, and Patreon allows me to do that. I've decided to close the blog and move that content to Patreon when it's appropriate. So monthly, there are generally one single exchange of letters between Amber and Kyle, but more typically two of them, or more depending on where I am in the writing process, but there will always be one a month. But there's also update blog posts, polls, these videos going up as I have them. Anything that I want to create and share with you guys, I can do it. And if you're at different levels, you might get the content or you might not. But I thought this would be a good way to avoid stretching myself out too thinly. I wanted to make sure that I don't burn out. With all these ideas and a full-time job, I really needed to balance out the workload. So I'm trying Patreon. And every year there'll be a new project. Once one ends, the new one will begin. And you guys will pick the new one. You'll probably get hints to the options throughout the year as you watch update videos. The second is that I have too many ideas. When I write, because I write for National Novel Writing Month, I write a whole first draft in a month. That's 30 days, approximately 50,000 or more words, and it's intensive. And when you have a lot of ideas, you can't write them all in 1 month, even if you have 3 NaNoWriMo projects going throughout the year. And I realized with the novelettes and a novel and short stories, I really needed to pace the writing process better for letters, to get feedback along the way. I really wanted to make this a much more collaborative novel, not just what I wanted to tell or the ideas that came to my head, but to get your feedback before I do my edits, before a beta reader set of people reads it, before an editor sees this. This is my readers' chance to have a collaborative project with me, to get credit as not a co-author, but a collaborator. And it looks like that's really where this is going. As you can give me feedback, tell me what's working, tell me what's not, tell me if the pace of the romance is too bad and needs to be sped up or slowed down. Tell me if there's not enough interaction between them, if they're telling too many silly stories and not connecting enough, or you're hearing stories that, how are they going to relate to the novel? Who knows? This is a way to work that process out and to have a finished novel in a year, but to have it be a stronger product that people want to read because the readers gave their input. And the third reason I'm doing a Patreon novel is because of the balance of effort versus income. And this is not the one we like to talk about, but publishing is expensive. These kind of covers, images with text on them, they can cost about $250. these beautiful ones, like the ones that Risa Rodil designs for the 21st Century Austen series, they're at least $1,000. That's just the cover. When you think about things like editing, having at least 2 editors, someone to read through the story, make sure it works, give me suggestions, and then someone to proofread it. Someone who goes through, checks my spelling, checks my grammar, both of which always need to be looked at by a second, maybe third person, and Grammarly. These people need to get paid for the work they're doing. They don't do this out of the goodness of their heart. They do this because that's their skill set. And I pay them because I can't do it. I can't edit. I am not the greatest editor, and I am too biased in favor of my own awesomeness to edit myself accurately. So I have to balance that project effort with the project income, because marketing also requires its own set of expenses. Advertising costs money, newsletters cost money. And what I'm looking for with Patreon is to cover the costs of Write Soon. The cover design, the logo design, the stickers, the swag, the editing, the promotion. It's all encompassed in the first goal for this project, which you can see on the left side of your screen. And the tiers are on the right side of your screen. Because I'm looking at my phone, it's backwards. So I'm trying to make sure I'm getting the right directions. So that's why I'm doing this. And I hope you understand better why I'm promoting this and why the special that's coming up is happening. So if you're ready to now, I encourage you to lend your support. It's as low as $1 a month, $12 a year. And that will get you all the rough drafts as they're published to Patreon. You can give your feedback right away to anything that's already been put up and anything that comes up while you're a patron. But you'll also get the final ebook so that you will see your work, my work, everybody's work, and how the editors and proofreaders helped. So I hope you're going to support this, and I really look forward to what you think about the story.